everyone, Alexander here, and welcome to our first English podcast where I decided to invite a good friend of mine to join me here in a great conversation. And why did I do that? Because it's gonna be awesome. Hello, Esther. Thank you
Hello,
so
Alex.
much to came here with us. Can you introduce yourself for our followers here?
Yeah. Hi everybody, I'm Esther. I'm 22 years old. I'm a friend of Alex here at the company, and let's chat.
Let's do it. I think it will be awesome. So before we get started, just check it out if your microphone is on. Let me see here.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Because the last time we had a problem here. That is everybody faces like when we are trying to do some live streams. Okay. So this is our first podcast. So don't blame me if we got something wrong because we're gonna make it better as soon as possible. But for tonight or for today, I'd like to get started this conversation. Here, I invite you, Star, to have a great conversation, should it be, about our English journey, our English challenges, and how people are fearing about learning English nowadays. And the majority of them, at least for me, they told me they have they threatening about verb to be. And I don't think it's
Yeah.
a hard thing. Do you
I
think?
see. I don't think it's a hard thing. I think people get into just like it's just this. I have to learn this so I can move forward. But it's not like that.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great. So for get started, let's kick off our today's conversation. And the first question I'd like to hear from you is, what is your biggest challenge when you first started learning English? What do you think you consider a great challenge in your first steps?
So the it's a good question. It's a good question, I see. But I think most of my challenges were about grammatic things because we wanna say it right, we wanna speak well, but how can I say it? Is it in the right order? The how how you say
Yeah,
it?
the
The
phrase
words?
is in the right order, the
Yeah.
preposition is the right place. Yeah.
But I also learned that it's important to know that,
Yes.
but it's not a big deal. You can start having conversations just by knowing the words, and yeah, you're gonna make a mistake, but if people do understand you when you're talking, that's the secret.
That's the secret, and you said very well. Those were indeed wise words. I mean, earlier today, I was speaking with a co-workers of ours here, and she asked me that she told me better. She told me that she would like to study English with me, but not now. Maybe 2 months ahead. And
I see.
but she told me the same thing that you said. I'm not ready because I have no English knowledge. I'm like a zero when I start. It's like a very beginning. But I told her, you do not need to wait for the right or the perfect moment to start because it will never happen.
Yeah,
And here we are, isn't it?
here we are.
Great. So thank you so much for the first. The second one, can you share a funny or a memorable experience where speaking English helped you in an unexpected event? Like I'm able to speak English and somehow something happens and you thought very funny, you thought very interesting, you got excited about, but just because your English skills. Can you remember some episode, some part in your life that you got this experience?
The first one I would like to tell is when you first discovered that I could speak English.
That was
It was
awesome.
amazing
That was
because
awesome.
we sat at the table to have lunch, and then 1 hour, 1 hour was passing by, and we were talking, talking, talking. But I also like when people came to me and said, "Oh, what is the music that is playing? You know English? What is the song?"
What is saying? Yeah, what is she or he singing?
Yeah, this is kind of
Funny moments.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think the same. I think we are in the same boat on this feeling because I remember I cannot forget the moment that I think that I was speaking with some other colleagues at the kitchen, and we are grabbing a coffee at the workplace, and I remember that you seems to be that you heard me, and your friend, which is Luan, was with you at the same time. I remember that you both start paying attention and what we are speaking about, like Andressa and I, like some others, like Christian and I, we were spoken about it, so many things. I don't remember exactly the topic, and you come up with some things. It's not true, and like, hey, look, does she speak English? I may ask you. Yeah.
I remember that I told you the phrase that you usually speak, because here in the workplace we have open. You have to open up, and I got to you and said, "Have you opened your OPA today?"
Yeah, and
That's a joke.
believe it or not, I never forgot that phrase. And honestly, I still using the same question in English for other colleagues. I said then, I told them, "Hey, have you opened your OPA?" I start using that because honestly, before you ask me that, I don't even thinking how could I say that in English. You know, because I'm more focused now in my personal and daily basis in English. But now, since I met you, since we started having those conversations, Andressa and the mind, I start to focus my English on business English as well. I'm trying to build my English in safety technician because I'm a safety technician, things like that. But anyway, it was awesome to know that you were able to speak English. And now on, we have a short little chats between our jobs, so that's cool. That's very good. And I agree with you. That is a great moment to put in like a memorable thing. That's very good. The number three, or the third one, what strategies or resources have you found most helpful in improving your English skills? That is a great question. I think that is a gold question. I mean, everyone would like to know how they could learn English, but only 2%? Am I wrong? I don't know. Let me ask for my cameraman. Luan, only 2% of Brazilian people are able to speak in English nowadays. Have you ever heard about that? Oh, he doesn't know, but he does not know. But yeah, I think it is something like that. But can you help us with this question? Can you share what strategies or resources have you been using to improve your speaking skills?
Sure. I would like to say the most important thing you have to do is keep in touch with the language. You either by music or chatting with other people. I mean, but also would like to go in a way that you pick a thing you are familiar with, and then try to translate, try to say it out loud, try to do something with that, because you already know the conversation or the text in Portuguese, so it's easier to translate and to learn a few things, even a few words. Like we all know how to say good morning, we all know how to say the colors in English. It's a thing you take step by step, but never stop to keep in touch.
Nice tip, and I think it's a gold tip as well. A gold tip for a good question, guys. Without spend time, without efforts, without reading, listening, and being exposed on the English language, you'll never be able. So there's no magic way. We are not here to sell you anything that will be magic and we will learn English overnight. That's not true. That doesn't exist. At least I don't know yet. Maybe with the artificial intelligence, maybe we can see in the future something like that. But now don't exist. Number four, the fourth one. How has learning English impacted your career or personal life anyway? So how English does or did a great impact in your life? What do you think about that?
I think in a professional way is that I can always I can always meet people from the world. Like we have a English group, and the last meeting was amazing because it was different people from different
we got people
countries.
from Bangladesh, people from Poland, I don't for Pakistan as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. Actually, in the moment, I couldn't stop myself to think, oh, this person is on another side of the world. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
But also, people say when you know another language, you can have access to more information. So I know I'm a Brazilian. I know Portuguese, of course, but if I know English or other language, I can access more information. And oh, what if someday the information is only in English?
What should I do? That's it.
Yeah, it's gonna be useful because I think, oh, that person know English, so we're gonna ask her or him to help. In personal life, I repeat myself, but meeting people and impress people, because when we when we
Yeah.
say, oh, I know how to speak English, people say, oh, how
Yeah,
you do that?
yeah, you are awesome. Like you break through, you break barriers that maybe will be appearance
Yeah.
for others. And I like it very much what you said. When you say that we are able to know or to meet people from all over the world, I think that's, in my opinion nowadays, is a bonus, it's like a plus
Yeah,
for
of
me.
course.
But also to get more opportunities, like you said, talking about career, I'm thinking improving my own English skills. As I said earlier here, I'm trying to improve my English skills throughout my own career. Like I'm a
Yeah.
safety technician, I'm a firefighter, so I'm trying to go deeper on this vocabulary because I think if I do it, I will have many more opportunities. And now, when you
Yeah.
said if you are able to speak English, even that it doesn't matter for the company, but only because you are able to do it, you can get many more opportunities. So I
Yeah.
totally agree with you. And guys, if you are watching us here and I try to learn English but have no clue where to start with or where should I start, I would like to leave the link here below for my own English course that I built it. We have more than 20 English classes recorded and many more materials to help you out with your kick-off English journey. Okay, so click on the link below and check it out. And the last but not least, I should say, it would be list, but let's try here. The fifth one or the fifth one. If you could give one piece of advice to someone that just started learning English, what would it be?
I think is not to get nervous about it. Is common that when you first start learning anything, you're gonna make mistake, you're gonna feel lost, you're gonna think to yourself, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's to keep going,
Great.
because one day you're gonna find yourself
Here, like us.
here.
Great.
That's a great example.
Great, great. I'm so happy to have you here again.
Thank
It's
you.
not
I'm
your
happy.
first time with me, but now I think it's the first time on this set that I'm
Yeah.
trying to build to my English YouTube channel. And I know I'm planning to have many more conversations like this. But today's talk, it was just a kickoff about this project, this series that I'm trying to build here. And you helped me to start. You will be the first.
Okay.
And I like to tell that I'm so happy because we got so many tips. And also, we share here some great things for the people who are watching us. That why should they learn English nowadays?
Yeah.
They should learn this because two things at least. First, will open your mind, so you can got many opportunities. You can travel the world. You can know or meet new people.
And believe it or not, it's fun to have
It's
to learn.
fun. That's it. I have so many. Sometimes I laugh about myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes as you said, I got frustrated about my English. There were days when I even told you, sometimes I already told you, that I thought my English was poor. I just didn't have the opportunity to study 2 days. 2 days I spent without any English in my life. But when I got back to my English studies, I thought, oh, I'm lost. I lose everything that I learned. So, but it is not like this. English will not, how can I say, be erased of your mind, you know. But guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much, Esther. It was a great pleasure. I really appreciate your time
I'm glad
to
to
be
help.
here. And I also like to invite people that are start learning English to continue to pursue it, to seek your targets, you know. So, but it's quite important to have a target. Why are you able, or why are you interested to learn English? Put like a target, and I'm sure you'll never give up if those targets that you set up will be really important for you. And I'm really happy. This is English Podcast with Alex, and today we brought here Esther.
Thank you, guys.
It was our pleasure, and see you in the next meeting, and see you all. Hope you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Bye bye.
Bye bye.